Elicia Brand, co-founder of Army of Parents and mother of 3 in Loudoun County, and Scott Mineo, founder of Parents Against Critical Race and parent of a student in Loudoun County. Elicia Brand, let me start with you. Some of these things are amazing. Some of these, okay, so let's set it up again. We talked about it in the prior block, but there's the Loudoun Love Warriors who call themselves Love Warriors, but seem to be pretty darn violent against you and Scott. Tell us about it.
Yeah. So this group, the Loudoun Love Warriors, with a very ironic name, they have come after people like me who advocate for excellence in education and safety in schools and parental rights. And they're not a new organization. This is an existing group that has been coming after us for 2 years. They started out with threatening to hack us, and then 2 years later, they've ramped up their threats to death threats like curb stomping. And that's what they wanted to do to me. And I don't know if your audience knows what curb stomping is, but it's a very violent act that ends in death. It's when someone grabs your head, pushes your face down onto a curb with your mouth open, and then stomps on the back of your head. It's what the Nazis did to Jews when they did not want to waste bullets on them. So as an American Jewish woman, I am sure you can imagine how traumatized and chilling this was for me.
Mm-hmm. And Scott, you as well. I mean, some of the emails that we saw and text messages we saw between people in this group. By the way, this group has a link to George Soros. Can you tie that up for us?
Sure. So a lot of the money that's coming into the county from George Soros is hitting many organizations, whether it's the NAACP or LEA. But just to piggyback off of what Elicia was saying before, 2 years ago is when the original Chardonnay Antifa surfaced, and during that period of time, they came after me. They threatened to burn my house down with me and my family in it. They shut down my GoFundMe. And they made life hell for everybody, not just me, but I happen to be a big target of theirs because I've been outspoken about critical race theory and not having the LGBTQ plus ideology in our classrooms. Save that for when somebody's an adult. I don't care what you do in your personal life, but don't put it in the classrooms. But they haven't taken too kindly to my messaging, and they don't like the way I say things. So what they've done in September of 2021 is they went after my job the first time. They didn't succeed. In November of 2022, they sent me over. They reported me to the FBI as well as the IRS. And then in February of this year, they came for my job again. And I would say they were successful. So for the last 3-4 months, I've been unemployed thanks to them. And they don't have any regrets about it. And it's not just a loss of a job. I've got a son who's going to be a junior in college and a daughter who's going to be a freshman in college this fall. They've really done some damage, and it's been very, very challenging.
It's so hard to hear that, Scott. Elicia, final word. We look at parents when Loudoun County was in the news for parents like you and Scott who pushed back on critical race theory. Attorney General of the United States, Merrick Garland, called you domestic terrorists or linked you or some sort of email or letter link calling parents like you domestic terrorists. Final thought to Merrick Garland, your Attorney General.
Well, to Merrick Garland, you said you were going to go after domestic terrorists, parents who are in schools. We have 4,000 pages of documents that show and prove that these people are domestic terrorists. They're terrorizing our lives. And we have a prosecutor that is a Soros-backed prosecutor that says she will investigate. But how will she when her paid staffer is an admin of this group against us?
Unbelievable.
We demand action.
That is the thing that we did see. That was the link to Soros, guys. I got to go, but we'll continue to follow your stories and others. Elicia Brand, Scott Mineo, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.